What if I told you the boy who once failed in school, couldn't read properly, and was told he might never succeed, grew up to become one of the biggest movie stars in the world? From humble beginnings to soaring through Hollywood as the king of action, this is the astonishing true story of Tom Cruise. How he turned failure into unstoppable fame. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into what really happened. Imagine being a young boy who feels like the world is constantly against you. Someone who can't seem to fit in, no matter how hard you try. For Tom Cruise, this was his reality. Born Thomas Cruise Mapotha IV on July 3, 1962, in Syracuse, New York, Tom's childhood was anything but easy. His parents divorced when he was very young, leaving him to navigate a confusing and often lonely family life. Moving from school to school, he never felt truly settled, and making friends was a constant struggle. Academics, which come easily to many children, were a nightmare for Tom. He battled dyslexia, making reading and writing extremely difficult. Even subjects that seemed simple to others became sources of frustration and embarrassment. Many teachers and classmates didn't understand his challenges, and this only made him feel invisible and out of place. But despite these struggles, there was something remarkable about young Tom, an unshakable spirit and limitless energy. While other kids were discouraged by failure, he refused to let it define him. He was restless, curious, and full of determination, even if he didn't yet know where it would take him. That boundless energy, which often got him into trouble as a child, was quietly shaping a resilience that would one day define him. Little did anyone know, this boy who struggled to read simple sentences and felt lost in the world of school would grow into a man who could command audiences worldwide. His early hardships, instead of holding him back, were quietly molding the courage, persistence, and fire that would fuel one of the most extraordinary journeys in Hollywood history. Life began to change for Tom Cruise when his mother enrolled him in a drama class, hoping it would help him build confidence and overcome his struggles. At first, it seemed like just another extracurricular activity, something to keep him busy and perhaps help him fit in. But for Tom, it became much more than that. It was a revelation. On stage, he discovered a world where he could leave behind the frustrations of school, the judgments of his peers, and the weight of failure. Acting allowed him to transform into someone else, to tell stories, and to capture the attention of an audience. For the first time, Tom felt capable, powerful, and in control. By the age of 18, Tom knew he wanted to pursue acting seriously, and he made a bold, life-changing decision. He moved to New York City. There, he faced the harsh realities of chasing a dream in Hollywood. He took on odd jobs to survive, slept on friends' couches, and spent countless hours traveling to auditions. Each day was a battle against rejection. Doors were closed, scripts were rejected, and roles seemed just out of reach. Yet, every no only strengthened his resolve. Through perseverance, determination, and sheer willpower, Tom refused to let failure define him. He learned from each setback, honed his craft, and slowly built a reputation for his dedication and passion. By the early 1980s, the shy, struggling teenager who had once been invisible in school was no longer just a dreamer. He was a young man ready to conquer Hollywood. His journey from uncertainty to ambition was fueled by a love for acting, a relentless work ethic, and a belief that he could turn his life around through talent, courage, and persistence. Tom Cruise's journey from struggling actor to international superstar took a dramatic turn in 1983 with the release of Risky Business. Before this film, Tom was still a young actor trying to make his mark, attending auditions and facing countless rejections. But that one movie changed everything. The world could not ignore him after the now iconic scene where he danced in a white shirt and socks to a catchy tune. That moment captured not just his charm, but his natural charisma, energy, and ability to connect with audiences. Overnight, Tom Cruise became a household name, and Hollywood began to take notice. But Tom didn't stop there. He knew that to become a true star, he had to push himself further. In 1986, he took on the role of Pete Maverick Mitchell in Top Gun. This was the film that catapulted him into international fame. His portrayal of the daring, confident fighter pilot was electrifying, and audiences around the world were captivated by his intensity and magnetic screen presence. The movie became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring a generation and making Tom Cruise a symbol of Hollywood stardom. What set Tom apart from many others was his dedication and fearlessness. He insisted on performing many of his own stunts, taking risks that most actors would avoid. Whether it was flying jets, hanging off buildings, or racing motorcycles, his commitment to authenticity made every role feel real and exhilarating. Fans admired not only his talent but his work ethic and fearless spirit. By the late 1980s, Tom Cruise had transformed from an unknown, struggling actor into one of Hollywood's brightest and most bankable stars, a true superstar who could command the world's attention with a single performance. Even at the peak of his career, Tom Cruise's life was far from perfect. While the world celebrated him as a Hollywood superstar, his personal life often made headlines for all the wrong reasons. High-profile marriages and divorces, including his relationships with Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes, drew intense media scrutiny. Every move was dissected by tabloids, and rumors and controversies seemed to follow him wherever he went. Adding to the public fascination was his involvement with Scientology, which sparked debates and polarized opinions around the globe. Despite the constant pressure and criticism, Tom never let these distractions derail him from his true passion, acting. His focus on his craft was unwavering. He continuously challenged himself, moving seamlessly from romantic comedies like Jerry Maguire to high-octane action blockbusters such as Mission: Impossible. In fact, Tom didn't just act in these films, he took on a producer's role in many projects, ensuring his creative vision came to life. His dedication to performing his own stunts in Mission: Impossible and other action films further demonstrated his fearless commitment to authenticity and excellence. What makes Tom's story truly inspiring is not just his fame or talent, but his resilience. No matter how many obstacles arose, public scrutiny, personal struggles, or professional criticism, he refused to give up. He reinvented himself time and again, proving that success isn't simply about talent or luck. It's about perseverance, determination, and an unshakable belief in oneself. Tom Cruise's journey teaches us that the path to greatness is never smooth, but with courage and focus, even the harshest challenges can be turned into triumphs. Through it all, Tom reminds us that fame and success come with a price, but true passion and resilience can overcome even the toughest storms. Today, Tom Cruise stands tall as one of Hollywood's most enduring, respected, and beloved actors. His name is synonymous with charisma, talent, and relentless dedication. But few remember that this global superstar was once a shy, struggling schoolboy who battled dyslexia and constantly felt out of place. The journey from those early hardships to performing jaw-dropping stunts in blockbuster films at the age of 60 is nothing short of extraordinary. Tom's legacy is not just measured by box office numbers or awards, it is measured by the inspiration he provides to millions around the world. His story is proof that failure is never the end of the road. More often than not, it is the beginning of something far greater. Every rejection, every setback, and every challenge in his life became fuel for his determination to succeed. He teaches us that talent alone isn't enough. It's the combination of hard work, persistence, and courage that transforms dreams into reality. Even today, Tom continues to push boundaries in film. He performs stunts that many younger actors would avoid, showing that age is no barrier when passion and dedication drive you. Beyond his professional achievements, his journey reminds us of the power of resilience and the importance of never giving up, no matter how difficult life becomes. The story of Tom Cruise is much more than fame, fortune, or Hollywood glitz. It is a story about courage in the face of adversity, resilience when the world doubts you, and the unstoppable human spirit that can turn impossible dreams into living reality. From a struggling boy to the king of Hollywood, Tom Cruise's life is a shining example of what one can achieve with determination, perseverance, and an unbreakable belief in oneself.